I'm recording you.
Yeah, but
I'm recording you, recording me, recording you.
I gotta sit like this because your framing is bad.
Well, because I'm not looking at it. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. See?
Okay. Follow Kyle's YouTube channel because he's starting to do YouTube.
One day. Yeah, we'll probably
see him do all this stuff, and then you get to see him point the camera like this. Hey, this car is sick.
What do we get today? What is this? CMS tuning, CMST.
They did a great job wrapping this thing.
Shout out to Thomas. It's carbon, it's chip and fiber.
Look at that. Nice. Very nice.
What is this part that we're looking at?
This is the rear spoiler.
Looks like your big wang. We did test fit the wing from CMST Tuning, and it's supposed to be held on with double-sided tape. It's going to be a no-go. Some pretty good gaps in there. We don't really like how it's going to be fitting, so we're going to actually make sure we bolt it on, which is going to be a little bit of fun to make sure it bolts on. First thing first, this little stand here, it's supposed to just be double-sided here and double-sided there. So what we did was use our handy-dandy let's see, 3M, our panel bond adhesive here, and we panel bonded it on so it's nice and strong. That'll give us 3 points of contact to actually bolt. So we're actually going to use what's called a jack nut in both of these, on there, and then one in the center. So hopefully it can give it some strength, along with some double-sided tape. And might have a little bit of a gap, but it might not just be because of this. It could be because the Revo Sport trunk. You can see EV cruising, our other car going to SEMA, the wide body bagged Tesla here. We did the Tron setup in the trunk. You'll see that, and of course you see nothing else done over here. But it could be because the trunk itself. This is a trunk from Revo Sport. It took a lot to get fitment really good on this thing. The trunk fitments usually aren't very good. This one's not so great. You can see almost no gap here, gap here. Actually does kind of touch right there, just so we could get that gap on both these really nice, because they don't fit very well. So yeah, we wet sanded back here because that lower section is going to be wrapped kind of just like that one over there. And our partner and buddy Ghostly from Ghostly Auto is going to be coming in tomorrow to start wrapping. So he's going to wrap this section, wrap the doors on both sides, some of the trim, and we also have the Frunk is next door getting primed, so we can wrap part of that. We're also going to try and do some stuff inside the tub, but we're going to wrap the whole face top of that tub. But it needs to be sanded, which we did today. Marcus was out there sanding and laboring away with sandpaper. And it's going to get, like I said, primed, wet sanded down, then easy, ready for wrap. So, all right, checking in. It is Friday. And I feel like crap. I've got a cold. Awesome. But we move on, we keep going. It is what it is. The fenders have another coat today. And we got one more coat to do on those, and then they will dry, sand, paint edges, and clear coat and be ready for wrap. Today what we're gonna work on is a couple things. We got the tub is getting primed right now. Marcus did some bunch of handy dandy sanding yesterday. I'm making Marcus do all the work. I'm not doing anything. We're gonna work on the wing. The big wang, as some may call it. It's a pretty big wing for a Tesla. We need all the downforce. So yesterday we panel bonded this bad boy on there, and it is on super tight. Looks good. Now we are going to drill holes and put in some jack nuts. So this is a jack nut. Kind of like a riv nut, kind of different. Kind of like a rivet and a nut. Yep. So we actually put 3 in each side. You can't see them, but we've taped them up, and now we put them on the car, tape the tape down, if that makes sense, and that should show us our holes. All right, fast forward, it is Tuesday of the following week now, and we've been working here and there, a little sick over the weekend, so didn't get too much done, but we have been sanding the fenders, so those are almost ready for clear coat. And as you can just see, we have gotten the kit, finally. I know somebody's excited. Super excited. He wants to cut them open. Let's break these boxes open. And in the background, you can see our wrapper here, Ghostly from Ghostly Auto, wrapping away with our new KPMF wrap. So getting down and ugly with the KPMF. It's gonna look nice. On the camera, you can really see it. The unboxing commences. We really don't even know what these look like. No one's seen them in person. I think only 1 or 2 kits are out there. And this one's partial carbon, so we don't even know what's carbon, what's not. So very happy to see this. And you see he's out here wet sanding away. So it already did have some primer on it. And you can see these are carbon fibre. The whole bottom section of it is carbon fiber. Only thing I don't like about these is they're going to be double-sided on. So there's really no way to mount them. So they look pretty good fitment wise though, so we're going with that. And then Ghostly from Ghostly Auto is going to come in and finish wrapping those. From rear bumper here, it's got a nice little third brake light down there. We already have all the brackets done in the back for all the sensors. All those have to be glued on. Some brackets we put on there to hold everything. So those are already wired up, the third brake light and tail light. And then the front bumper. Got these cool little marker lights, fog lights in here. Those are wired up. All the sensor holes are done. Only thing we didn't like is this center section grill. It does not leave any airflow for our the battery to get cooled down and all that, the fans, so we had to cut that out. And we're gonna have to put some mesh in there. Only thing we don't like about the bumper so far. Everything else, looks wise, pretty cool. And then our little piece de resistance, the CMST carbon fiber hood. A little dusty right now. We got the Frunk started, so we got this all wet sanded down, ready for wrap on the outside. The tank is mounted in there. And now we got to see how we're gonna run our lines, light it up, all fun stuff there. And then the tub was going to get wrapped in a fabric. Fenders are ready for clear coat. So these are all wet sanded down, ready for that clear coat to go on. We'll be taking them back off after we fit the front bumper. So right now, we're going to fit the front bumper on and work on the hood, get that hood in there. So we'll try and video a little bit more. Sorry for sucking at video, but we'll get there. We're getting better.